I'm Dr. Dolores Gibbons, Interim Superintendent of the Northshore School District. When I came to work here, I knew it was a special place. Excellent teachers, strong support staff, involved parents. It was the kind of district with high achievement that most public systems can only dream about. But there's an important way that the Northshore School District is similar to many other districts in our state. Northshore has a significant budget challenge.
Although we believe this is a statewide problem, requiring the legislature to craft a long-term solution, we're responsible for solving the short-term problem now with a thoughtful, proactive approach. If we do nothing, the funding gap increases over the next 3 years. That's not an option. We must operate with a balanced budget, and to do that, for next year we have to adjust our general fund budget by $3.4 million. We cannot spend more than the funding we receive. It's a pretty simple equation. Northshore has historically provided programs and services beyond what is required and funded by the state. But the local levy dollars that have been used to fund those programs and services are now needed to fill the increasing gap in state funding. Northshore used nearly $7 million in local levy funding last year to fill the gap in special education. Additionally, $3 million in local levy funding were used to make up for the state's underfunding of transportation services. The services provided by Northshore exceed those funded by the state. The only other source of money available to pay for these services is local levy dollars. We must serve all students in the district, including those who need specialized services. We want to preserve those local levy funds to maintain what makes Northshore special: high-quality teachers and support staff, high standards of achievement, and excellence in education. But that means that the levy dollars used to fill that educational mission are not available to fund programs as they have in the past. Northshore teachers and staff are among the best in our state. We want the best. As a result, we pay them well, and that means more than the funding the state provides. Every time the state provides a cost of living adjustment, the district must make up the difference between what the state funds and what we actually pay our staff. State law requires school districts to provide COLA to all school employees, but it doesn't require the state to actually provide full funding for all of them. As a result, we turn to local levy dollars. Next year, we estimate we will use $1.5 million more in local levy funds to provide that cost of living adjustment to our staff. Where are those local levy dollars being spent now? They are largely being used to pay for teacher and support staff costs that the state fails to fund. In addition to that, the state now requires districts to cover a larger share of increasing health care and pension costs. We also face challenges that are similar to many businesses and organizations, such as the rising cost of fuel and utilities. Along with the rising costs and gaps in state funding over the next several years, we expect the enrollment declines we have seen for the past several years will continue. Over the next 3 years, all signs point to an enrollment decline equal to an entire elementary school, more than 600 students. There's no data to suggest that the district is losing students to private schools. Northshore is caught in the same economic and population trends that are affecting other school districts and private schools in our area. There are fewer school-aged children living in our district. So what does that mean to the district general fund budget over the next 3 years? Next year we are projecting a $3.4 million budget shortfall. The following year, another $3 million reduction. And the year after that, we still will have to reduce the general fund budget by another $1 million. Board policy, as well as responsible financial management, calls for the district to reserve between 2% and 4% of its operating budget each year as a fund balance, a small rainy day fund that provides a financial cushion if unexpected costs hit our schools. On a per-student basis, North Shore's fund balance is the lowest among the largest 16 districts in the state. Another reason for maintaining an appropriate, stable fund balance is that financial rating agencies use fund balance in their determination of bond ratings. A high bond rating lowers the taxpayer's cost for building improvements by making bonds more attractive to investors. I presented a lot of numbers and financial data so far, but I don't want to lose sight of what we're really talking about. The best thing for all North Shore students is to craft a solid, sustainable budget for the next year and the future. For over a year, a group of administrators and principals has been brainstorming, evaluating, and defining budget adjustments that they believe are achievable and sustainable. They've evaluated all ideas based on how they impact the classroom and the educational opportunities for students, as well as the safety of students and staff. Now it's your turn to be part of the process. Starting today and over the next several months, we'll be looking for your input. All recommendations will be considered based on how they impact learning opportunities for all students. As parents, we make decisions based on what's best for our children, but North Shore administrators and school board members have to make decisions based on what is best for all children in our schools. Try to keep that in mind when you're providing your perspective on the budget reductions. We have a responsibility to the entire North Shore community to maintain the high-quality school system that our district is known for. The decisions we make today will impact students for years to come, and we take that responsibility seriously. We want to make the best decisions possible, and that requires you to be involved. There are several ways to provide your input. We'll hold a variety of meetings in a variety of locations, and we'll provide regular budget updates on the district website. Make sure you understand this complex topic, and then help others to understand it. Contact your state legislators, and ask them to work to fix the state funding system for public education. And ask everyone to channel comments to budget@nsd.org. It's a special email box that's been set up to provide comments about the budget to school board members. You can be assured that if the email is received in that box, then each school board member will receive a copy of it.
Thanks for your time and attention. I appreciate your commitment to working together on this very complex topic and helping us focus with very limited resources on the most important student needs. Thank you.